I'm sure we all know someone who wants to start a fashion label or already has one, and they thought they were going to be the next biggest thing, but I'm going to tell you why your label is likely going to fail like thousands of others unless you do these three things. I'm going to use Drip as an example because unfortunately they took over South Africa only to just die. Number one, why should I buy from you? Why should I buy your 600 Rand t-shirt instead of going to Markham or to Sports Scene, instead of buying a shirt from Vans, Nike, Adidas, Gucci, from an established brand? Why should I buy from you? I know it's a tough question, but the way to answer it is because your brand represents something that those brands don't represent. If I showed up in a G-Wagon and you showed up in a Polo, even before either of us open our mouths, people have already put us into different buckets purely because of what they see. If I show up wearing a Gucci shirt and you show up wearing a shirt from Mr. Price, people already put us in different categories based on what they see. The G-Wagon and the Gucci shirt have told the story of what I represent before I can even open my mouth. And that's why people buy brands. If you discount the people who buy based on price, discount the people who buy because something is cheap or fits their budget, and the people who want to buy something designer like a 2,000 Rand t-shirt, 5,000 Rand pair of shoes, 10,000 Rand jacket, it's because it says something about who they are. So when you create your fashion label, instead of just drawing cool pictures or using weird font, what does your brand say about the person wearing it before they open their mouth? Answer that question and you will build an insane brand. Number two, price killed Drip. They were selling shoes for like 1.2, 1.5, maybe 2,000, which was okay when you were buying shoes from Sports Scene for like 2.5, 3,000. But everyone is selling sneakers on Instagram now. People are thinking, I could either buy this Drip sneaker for 1.2, or if I add 300 Rand more, I could get this Air Force sneaker, I could get this Jordan sneaker, I could get this Adidas sneaker that I've seen on so many outfits. It's so popular. I see it on my Pinterest, on my Instagram, on that influencer I follow. So do I get the unique shoe or spend 300 Rand more to look the way I want to look, like the people I follow? And when you start competing on price, that's where you end up where Drip is now, selling shoes for like 450 Rand just to clear out the stock. The final thing that will either make your brand or kill it is just how do your clothes look? And that's why so many big brands have mastered it. If you look at an Ackermans poster, it'll be a bunch of women standing together. In that lady's head, she thinks, when I'm out with my girls or when I'm at the office, this is how I'll look in this dress compared to other people. That's why models come in all different shapes and sizes to show you this is how you will look once you're inside the clothes. If people can't see themselves in your clothes, then they can't connect with them. They can't connect with the image or the brand, and they can't buy them. Steve Madden does a really good job of this. If you check out the Instagram, it's not just pictures of the shoes or pictures of the bags. It's people living life. They're playing sports. They're out shopping, but you can see the clothes on them, and it becomes easier for you to imagine that on yourself. Stop the white background pictures or your shirt on a table, your shoes with like so much text on them. They don't care. They want to see the product in action. And unfortunately, the final thing that killed Drip was the founder himself. He wasn't a fashion guy. If you look at his page, he looks more like a business consultant. His page looks closer to Vusi Tembekwayo's page. If you compare their Instagrams, he was more of a business guy who's proud of his business, but he wasn't a fashion guy. Think of it this way. If you wanted to run a makeup brand, you wouldn't consult a girl who loves fitness and running. You would go for a girl who loves makeup, who knows how to put together different looks with makeup in a unique way. Same with fashion. People follow fashionistas. That's why Skims is popular, because people love Kim Kardashian's fashion. That's why Galaxy Boy is popular. If you look at Galaxy Boy's founder's Instagram, you can tell this is a guy who loves fashion. He takes risks with his clothes. He wears colorful prints. He travels all over and wears different types of fashion from all around the world. And that inspiration is what allows him to make Galaxy Boy so creative. But if you have just a business guy, only in suits, even if he wants people to connect with the CEO, then the brand, they can't connect with the CEO because he doesn't even look like what the brand is trying to sell. If you don't take care of those things, you're probably going to face a similar fate like Drip or so many other clothing brands that died because they were creative, but they just didn't know how to sell.